Hello. um, yes, hello everybody. Welcome to this monthly stream. Um, I hope you're all very well. But a cat meowing at the room door, wanting to come in. Right. I hope everybody can all hear me very well. My word, 6 people in the chat already. Wow, unbelievable. Oh dear. Must clean my glasses. Oh, hang on a minute. Can't see the comments without my glasses on. Getting old. Oh, that's better. Right. Good evening, everybody. How are you? A few things to talk about this month. There's the Stafford Model Railway show that was on this year. You can see over here. I've got next year's poster up ready, and yeah, I've got next year's poster up ready over there, and then over here, I've got the Model Rail Crew show that's on as well next year. So yeah, it should be a fun-packed year, I reckon. Right. Anyway, right. Let's have a look. There are 14 people in the chat already. My word. Let's go back through the comments. RGJ trains are in already. Waffles. Yes, plenty of that's going to be happening today. They're all finding it quite hilarious at their first. Barnabas Junction is second, and Hot Dog Andy Pilot, Andy, hello, is saying, oh, turd, he's third. Oh dear, Robin Grace is now trying to work out how they got from waffles to turds. Paul W, you're in the house. Hello, Wolf Sexenix, how are you? Kyle Stevens, hello, welcome, Kyle. Who else we got? We've got Jake. If some of you are not realizing, Jake's actually changed his name. He hasn't changed his name, but he's changed his channel name to Haunted Halloween Railways for the Halloween period. Sodor Dan, hello, how are you? Welcome. Let's have a look. Where are we? Add standard. There you go, Dan. You have now been officially spanned. Right. Anybody else that's in? Tim. Hello, Tim. How are you? I'll get to you in a second. I need to tell you about something. Digger Evans, welcome to the stream. Digger, why are you not a spanner? Bear with me. There we go. Digger, you have been spanned. Dave Train Time, how are you? Haven't seen you for quite some time, my friend. Hope all is well, and hope your Model Railway is coming on well too. But as always, everybody that comes back and likes coming to the stream gets a spanner. Okay, Valleys 56. Chris, you're in the house. Hello, welcome. Dino, you're in the house too. Mark at Hemmeldown Model Railway, you're here. Welcome, Mark. Peter Jackson, hello. Welcome, Peter Jackson. No, Peter, your card is up there, my friend. Right there next to West Hill Wagon Works. Yes, I got a card off Peter Jackson when he come and visited me at the Stafford Model Show this year. It was really nice to actually meet him. Although I couldn't really talk to much people at Stafford, I was working with Dave Angel Trains. So forgive me if our conversations were short. Although I do hope to meet a lot of you again at the Great Electric Train Show next week. This time next week, I'm going to be sitting in a hotel, knackered. I would suspect, at least, anyway. Anyway, let's carry on. Let's try and see if we can try and catch up with this chat. Aaronville, you're in. Hello. Hereford Martin, you're new. Welcome to the stream, Hereford Martin. He says, evening all. Craig at New Durham Junction, he's in the house. Hello, Craig. How's Mr. Grimm getting prepared, ready for Halloween? What else we got? Newlyn Model Railway. Hello, how are you? Yeah, we're not going to be missing you at Gets, are we? Because Clive's going to have a T-shirt with Newlyn Model Railway in big letters across his front, so you can't miss him. Dave's saying he's good. Yeah, that's awesome, mate. I'm glad to hear you're all right. I haven't forgotten, bud. Oh, right. To be honest with you, Craig, I'd completely forgot myself. No rush, mate, honestly. For those of you that don't know, Craig did a little bit of a competition during one of his live streams a couple of weeks ago. It was completely and totally unplanned. He just decided he was going to do it. He asked everybody a question, and the winner would win a transit van. And I was the winner. So, yeah. Yeah, so hopefully at some point or another, I'm going to be having a transit van coming my way. Let's see. Anybody else? Sean's in the house. Hello. Welcome, Sean. How are you? I think we've caught up. We certainly have. Everyone's still all saying hello to one another. I've actually finished saying hello to everybody. There are 21 people in the chat. Wow. Okay, right then. So, without further ado, here is Mug of the Month. There you go. This is a mug here, which has got quite a fair few trains on. Weirdly, since having this mug, I've been trying to collect all the trains that are on it. And I think the only one that is left on here is the City of Truro. That's the only one left. I've got the Duchess of Sutherland. Take you round. I've got Flying Scotsman. Everyone has to have Flying Scotsman. I've got Britannia, which is up there, and I've also got Mallard, which is there as well. So yeah, so as soon as I got the City of Truro, I would have completed the set on this mug. So cheers, everybody. Oh dear. Yes, much needed. Right, okay. 20/8. Oh, does that mean likes, does it? Well, thanks for reminding us all, Kyle. If anybody wants to hit the like button, if anyone wants to hit the like button, they most certainly can if they wish to. I'm not forcing anyone to. I'm not telling everybody to push the like button. To be kind of honest with you, I don't care. But if you do, then great. Excellent, well done. But anyway, Dino. Right, okay, so I think I've caught up with everybody. So I'm going to get started. If anybody else jumps in, then let me know. I don't blame you, Craig, as I was really busy today. Every early as well. Wow, okay. Right, okay, right. So this month, what have we been up to? Well, I've been doing some more work on the roof section of Finlayson Central. At the moment, I'm still very gently trying to piece it all together. It's going to be some time yet before I finally get to the point where I can commit myself and start fixing everything together into various different sections. But if I haven't already mentioned it already, In total, there are 3 phases to the roof. There is the middle, the left, and the right. Oh dear, excuse me. Right, so phase 1 is to the left, phase 2 will then be the middle, and phase 3 will be to the right. Now, currently, at the moment, what we have here at the moment is we have enough sections to build about a third of the middle section and about, I'd say probably about a third of the, say third, yeah, I'd say about a third of the left-hand side too. It's all being placed in at the moment just to give me a rough idea of where things are going to be sitting. I have made a mistake, as well as Timbersurf has very quickly pointed out. I was hoping he wouldn't notice, but he did. And I'm now stuck with a dilemma as to what to do. Do I leave it as it is, or do I start all over again and rebuild it properly? I think I'm going to leave it as it is. But I have made a mistake, of which I will point out to you a little bit later. So, to all of those of you who are really bothered and really would like to see the progress of the roof of Finneton Central, hang around. If not, you're never going to know, are you? So anyway, what have we got now? Start 9 this morning and not long finished. Oh dear. Sean, sit down, put your feet up, listen to me waffling for the next 2 hours, and then I think you should be substantially prepared for sleep, if you're not already asleep. Sleep. My word, people are still saying hello to one another. Oh, Andy Dobson's in the house. Hello, Andy. How are you? Right, okay. Yeah, so what we're up to. So, yes, there has been some progress with the roof, of which I will show you a little bit later. But first of all, we're going to talk about the Stafford Model Show. Yeah. So, first things first, what did I buy? Well, to be honest with you, I did buy a bit, not a lot, but I did buy a bit, of which I think that's in pieces somewhere. Here it is. Of which you may have already have seen a video of my of one of the of one of the words of one of the locomotives that I actually bought from Stafford Model Show, which was a small tank engine. And yes, it only cost me £5. So every time I go to a model railway show, I always like to see if I can try and find a locomotive for £5, whether it's working or not. The last one I bought was a Hymek, Train Hymek, which is above me there on the shelf somewhere. That only cost me £5 from a Ludlow train show. Stuck that on the track and off it went. Didn't have to do anything to it. But it's still got a good clean and a service, and it's now sat on the shelf ready and waiting to come back on the track. When the track is in a state in which I can run trains on it again, because whenever I'm doing some building work, nothing runs. There's nothing I'd look more to have trains running around as I'm building something, but the chances of things getting broken is quite high. So I tend to just leave my trains out of the way while I'm doing some building work. So I haven't really ran anything on the track for quite some time now. But yeah, it still works. And it's going to be working even better soon. But anyway, so what did I buy from Stafford Model Show? Well, I went and seen Martin at WWS Scenics and, well, WW Scenic, should I say. And I know that a lot of people like Jason at Barnabas Junction has been using static grass layering spray. Oh, Peter's in the house, Delft Junction. Hello. Welcome, Delft Junction. Um, do forgive me. I'm not looking at the shop for now, so just bear with me. If I have missed anyone and not said hello, please say hello again so I can catch you. Right, anyway, layering spray. I bought some, and I'm very intrigued to see what this actually is, um, and whether it actually does work or not. I mean, a lot of people have been doing a lot of testing. I know Mark down at Donegal Dad, he uses hairspray. So I'm very interested to see what this is. I have a sneaking suspicion what it could be, but we will have a look. I mean, this has cost me £12. So although £12 is not a great deal of money, if we can find some way of being able to uh, save on money, we can. So if I find out exactly what this is, then maybe I can find another product elsewhere that's slightly cheaper. Or WW Scenics are actually selling this at a reasonable price. So there's only one way to find out, and that's to give it a go. So with that, I ended up buying myself some static grass. I've gone for I'm trying to go for like a spring sort of vibe, if you were. So I've got 4 millimeter muddy grass and I've got 6 millimeter spring grass, which is here. Then I went on to Richard Payne's spares. I've been looking for him for quite some time now, and sadly, every time he's appeared at a show, I haven't been able to go. And Stafford's show, I was able to see him. Now, then, the reason for why I needed to go and see him is I needed this. I bought this off him. This is a chassis for a diesel locomotive, namely the Class 45 that's right behind me here. I've bought this as spare parts to use to get that fixed. The reason for that is that is one of Bernie's locomotives that he gave me some time back, and that was the only one I couldn't get running. And I did promise him that one day I would get it running. Sadly, as most of you already know, he's no longer with us. So as I was unable to attend the memorial that was set up in his honour, I'm going to do my own little thing instead. So I promised him I would get that running, and get it running I will. Um, Also, there is a little bit of body damage to it as well, which also needs repairing. In all honesty, under normal circumstances, a locomotive like that would end up just going in the parts drawer. But as that belonged to Bernie, I owe it to him to put it back together. And then eventually, at some point or another, it's going to be named after him as well as. And hopefully there's going to be a plaque made for him, which I believe Jason at Barnabas Junction is going to deal with. And um, he needed to fulfill a minimum order for these plaques. So with me jumping on board, he's been able to fulfill the minimum order. So if anybody else wants a plaque that's got Bernie's name on it, that they want to stick on a locomotive or anything else like that, please get in touch with Jason and go from there, and he will sort it out for you. Timber Surf's in the house. Hello, Timber. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody else. Don't think so. Right, okay, right. So to all the new people that are in the chat, you will notice that almost everybody has a spanner. Reason for that is firstly, it helps me to spot anybody who is new, and also it gives everybody else a chance to spot these people as well and greet them, as we all do, because at the end of the day, we're all, really nice. Why are my ears burning? Don't know. What are you on about? So yeah, so let's have a look. Trevor, hello, how are you? You've been here a few times, so this is a fair point. So if anybody comes to stream more than once, I add them as a moderator. So Trevor, you have now been spanned. So yeah, so that's what I need to do. I need to get the spare parts for the 45 to help me to fix Bernie's locomotive. While I was also there, I've got the book open, so it helps me to spot names. Um, I want to mention a couple of traders. Now, you all know that I enjoy trying to get myself a bargain. Everybody likes a bargain. Now, there are two traders that I highly recommend that you look up whenever you go to a mod railway show. One of them is Anorax Anonymous. If you're not already aware of them, they have a section at the one side of their trade stand where they've just got boxes full of bits, and you can just go and rummage around in those boxes and have a look to see if there's anything in there at all that you want. Now, of course, I was having a bit of a rummage and I was looking around, and there wasn't really quite anything that I really needed. And at present, I've been trying to buy stuff that I really need rather than just think, oh, that's good, that's cheap, I'm going to buy it. So I've been trying to be good, trying. Anyway, so Anorex Anonymous, I bought another Gauge Master Auto Track Cleaner, and this has only cost me £6. Now, Gauge Master, I believe, sell these things at around about 50, 45, £50, so they're not cheap. I already have one connected to two controllers down here. This is a double track cleaner. So because I've got 4 lanes of track, I've got the one connected to the two, and this one's going to be connected to the other two. For now, at least, anyway. Apparently, Timbersurf has an idea which he wants to put to me, and we were going to be discussing that in the car on the way to get to next week. So I'll be there with my notepad ready and waiting to take notes. And Timber, if you say to me, don't bother using that and use a track rubber, that's I'm sort of expecting him to do that. The best thing to clean a track is with track rubber. Oh dear. Right. Anyway, hey Pete and Carl, I'm waiting on my promised waffles. I can't imagine who it is that said that, but I'm going to have a stab in the dark and guess it's Grace. Grace, waffles, waffles. It's me, I'm waffling. You're getting your waffles. If you're thinking of the edible kind, you're absolutely wrong. Now then, there is another stall there, which I bought the £5 locomotive from, and that is Holder Collectibles. So if you see Anorex Anonymous and Holder's Collectibles, make sure you got deep pockets when you go over there, because you're going to end up buying quite an awful lot of stuff. Timbersurf's been to Holder's Collectibles and he's been buying coaches. So yeah, top tip for you: Anorex Anonymous and Holder's Collectibles. Go and find them when they're at a show. Just do a beeline straight for them. So yeah, Stafford Model Show was actually really good. It had mixed results. There was an awful lot of people that were saying that it was absolutely rubbish. Other people were saying that it was not many people turned up. But to be kind of honest with you, I think the mass majority of people that did turn up to the event were on the Saturday morning. Sunday wasn't as busy, apparently. I wasn't there. There was one trader who said that apparently he didn't even get enough money to cover the cost of his trade stand. I do believe I know who that is, and to be kind of honest with you, I walked straight past him too because he had absolutely nothing at all on his stand that I really wanted. Um, so it's one of them, you know, if you're going to go to one of those events and you're going to be a trader, you take stuff with you that you know you're going to sell. That's all I can say. Uh, if you're going to be selling stuff for creating things, yeah, you're probably going to sell a bit, but you're probably not going to sell a great deal. But anyway, that's that. But yeah, my experience of Stafford Model Show was fabulous. I couldn't fault it in any way. I loved the fact that they didn't use the mezzanine floor like they did last year. Um, the 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 only I was going to say gripe, but it's not really a gripe. If I had to change anything with the Stafford show, I would have done it so that they done it in like a one-way system, so that it forces the crowd to go around all of the stalls within the show rather than just dotting around from one stall to another and consequently missing a lot of things. Um, I don't know. It's just a suggestion. Maybe some people might turn around and say you're talking about bollocks, but there you go. Anyway, so that was everything I bought really from Stafford Model Show. I did get a gift, um, and this is a Hornby 00 breakdown crane, which is this here. It is in need of a little bit of work, which is fine because I need to change the couplings on it, and that has one of those missing, and it also has the feet that go on the top missing as well, which every time I've seen a breakdown crane, these are pretty much always missing. So I'm not really all that phased about that. But I'm going to see if I can try and pick up another one of these at another show somewhere. Um, but yeah, that was a gift given to me very kindly by Dave Angel for giving him a hand that day. So yeah, I really do appreciate that. He knew I needed one. So yeah, that was awesome. So yeah, that was the Stafford Model Show. Then in during this week, what I've been up to this week, I actually found time to go and have a look at a model shop down in Kidderminster. Trying to remember the name of the shop now. That's bad, isn't it? Yeah. It's on the tip of my tongue. If anybody knows what the name of the model shop is in Kidderminster, please tell me. The footplate. That's it. Footplate. That's the one. Just bear with me a second. Someone shouting footplate. Footplate, footplate. Yes, footplate models. Yeah. Thank you, Barnabas. Jason. Thank you, Andy. So at the footplate, I was having to rummage around, as you do. Didn't really quite have a lot of money with me anyway, but I needed something. And I spotted this hanging up at the roof rafters, and I thought, I've got to buy this. And that is this, which is a service repair kit for the Dapple track cleaner. I have said track cleaner. This I bought at Worley last year, and it wasn't working. So I've ended up getting it working. It had wheels missing, which I've now since replaced. But it had an awful lot of other things missing. It had the vacuum attachment at the bottom missing. This is the only attachment it had with it, which is the cleaning pad. Also, the filler cap for the track cleaner was also missing, and various other bits and pieces. So I was informed that if I bought this kit, it comes with everything that I need to make this good again. Um, Although at the time this was wired for DCC, um, I was able to take all those bits and pieces out, and I was able to convert this to DC only. And it has an on-off switch that I've put in at the top there. Not too sure what to do with that. I think I might be changing that at a later date, but we'll see. So yeah, so I've now got all the bits to fix that. So yeah, it's been a long time coming. You know, I mean, Wally is just round the corner again. I'm not going this year, sadly. So I've eventually been able to pick up this, and how much did I pay for it? £9.95. The foot plate. Now then, the foot plate. Why does that keep coming up as error? That's annoying, that is. The foot plate, I actually quite enjoyed going in there. It is a treasure trove of spare parts and new and used stuff. He does sell an awful lot of stuff in there at a reasonable cost, especially motors, chassis, and other bits and pieces. So if you need any spare parts for your locomotives and you are able to drop in on him, then go and have a look. It is a shop I highly recommend. And yeah, I hope to go and visit another one sometime very soon. So I need to get a track cleaner, says Tim. Tim, use a rubber. Right, Tim, well, I'm thinking about it. Right, now then, let me click on that a moment. Do that, paste, click on that. Right, hopefully that link works, Tim. Go and have a look at that link. It's to do what we were talking about today at Telford Model Show. Yeah, that's Gormo at Chesterford Junction. He did a thing a few years back where he was able to get a tension lock coupling and a little bit of paper clip to the bottom of it and use magnets underneath the track to use as a automatic decoupler, which he was quite successful with. Now, Tim was after some magnets to do something very similar to that. So I've got some spare lying around. So he's had some pieces today. So he's going to go away and have a play with those and see how he gets on with them. Yeah, that's it, Tim. Have a look at that, and we'll go from there. Ah, Burton Central's in the house. Hello, Mr. X. How are you? Peter Jackson saying hi to Mr. X. Cracking, brilliant, awesome. Yes, so brilliant. Rocco Fleischmann track cleaner is very good. Okay, I will have a look at that. Peter says Chesterford is great channel. Yeah, he is an Australian, yeah. Thanks muchly, Brian. Yeah, you're very welcome, Tim. Shaky Hands Model Railway, welcome. Thank you very much for joining the chat. I don't think I've seen you here before, but if you have, please correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, Burton Central's now saying hello to everybody. Right, so the Telford show. Wow. I went to the Telford show today and I was impressed. It was very quiet. I don't think there was many people that were turning up this year, to be honest with you. But the show as a whole was really, really good. And of course, there was plenty of bargains to be had. Right, okay. Yeah. Shake hands, shed model railway. Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean by that comment, to be fair with you. But I'd rather you didn't. So that's your warning. We will hide that. Yeah, so anyway, where was I? Yeah, Telford Model Railway Show. It's excellent. It's absolutely brilliant. It really is. Yeah, I thought so, Peter. I thought so. Yeah, absolutely brilliant it was. I really enjoyed it as usual. We ended up being there a little bit longer than we planned to be, but that's the way it goes. Hmm. Me and Mr. X was hovering around looking at bits and pieces. We bumped into Timber Surf. We also bumped into Tim that's in the chat here today. And yeah, it was it was really, really good. Um, So, what did I buy? Well, as I've already mentioned, I like to see if I can try and buy a £5 locomotive from every model show that I go to. And the Telford Model Show did not disappoint. So, what did I buy? Well, my £5 locomotive is this, which is a Triang unit. This one here. This currently does not run. It doesn't run because it has no motor in it. Okay, so I bought that. But not just that. I also bought this too. Yes, both locomotives cost me £5. And this one has a motor. I already have one of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to liberate this of its motor and its wheel gear. And I'm going to be putting it into this one. And then what I'll do with this one is I think this one could do with having a repaint, to be kind of honest with you. So this one, I'm just going to be shelving this one for a bit. That one is going to be a long-term project, I think, of which I'm going to restore this one locomotive and get it back up and working again. This one currently does not work, but it will do. It has an XO4 motor in there, so not really an awful lot going wrong with them. So I'm kind of looking forward to getting that working again. So I bought those for £5. Then I went rummaging through a box and I bought a strip of connecting blocks. I bought 4 buffer stops. I bought a bag here, which is full, and I mean full, you can see how many are in there, are full of tension lock couplings and these pieces as well. And they're all metal ones as well. I do prefer the metal ones than plastic ones. So if I can change the plastic ones for metal ones, I do. So yeah, but it's got tension locks in there of various different sizes. I've showed you it's got those in it as well. So yeah, I got those. I also got myself a full packet and completely sealed of hot glue. My hot glue gun. What else did I buy? I also bought these. These are going to go on. These are going to go on a Phillipson Central train station. These are. So I bought those. Uh, there are 8 arches altogether that I bought. So I got those. And then oh yeah, those, all that lot I just showed you there cost £10. Actually, no, it didn't. It cost £9. Sorry, it cost £9. Then I went to Dave Angel's train store, and he was selling this box here for £5. I cheekily asked him if he would take £4 for it. He told me to stop being stupid and give him his £5. So in that box is, now if you remember rightly, in fact I've still got it here actually, I bought the sound decoder, the Train Tech sound decoder, a few months back, and in this box is another one within quite a large tube like that. Okay, so I've now got another train sound decoder, and this was also in there too. And this is a Gauge Master Scenic Sound speaker. So you just plug that into your power supply, and that plays scenic sounds, which I thought was blooming brilliant. So I got that as well. And I thought, for a £5, that wasn't bad, but you got to be a little bit cheeky sometimes and just try your luck. So, for all those bits, the 2 trains, this cost me £14. Oh dear. It's quicker by tube. What's quicker by tube? Right, anyway, I'm going to try and catch up with the chat. Uh, I really enjoyed the Telford Model Show today. I've taken plenty of pictures and videos, so I'll be editing a video a little bit later on to go with that. And obviously, Timber Surf's done one as well, so his will obviously be better than mine. Right, so let's start catching up with the chat and see if I've missed anything at all. Time for Gets Then Dan. Oh, Dan, are you going to go to Gets then, are you? Elliot is the best cleaner. Trap rubber nickname. Right, okay. Mr. X, great to meet you today. Right, okay. Hi guys, too many to mention. Yeah, there was a few traders that did cancel the Telford show today, which was a bit of a shame. But you know, I'm pretty sure. They missed a few layouts. I think they missed a few layouts. Yeah, I think there was a couple of layouts. Yeah, there was a couple of layouts that cancelled actually. Apparently, they got COVID, so they was unable to attend. Andy Hot Dog Pilot is asking, is it a smoker? Good question. 3 outs cried off with COVID, apparently. Oh, yeah. Well, can't moan about that, Brian. No, you certainly can't. 14 quid, awesome. Someone sells a new improved XO4 motor on eBay and it isn't cheap. No, it isn't. It's about £35. And it's an unserviceable item too. It's in principle, it's a great idea, but long term, I would stick with an XO4 motor. The parts are still relatively easy to buy. I know Elaine's Train sells the brushes for them for about £3 for a pair. So you can't go wrong with that, to be honest with you. I have never had a bad experience with an XO4 motor. I've never had an XO4 motor. I'll talk about Sierras now. But I've never had an XO4 motor which has never run. So yeah. Um, yeah, they are expensive. I certainly wouldn't buy one. But if somebody wants to convert an old engine like this to DCC, those motors are absolutely fine for something like that because they don't pull as much current as the old XO4 motors do. Got XR4 in the brain for some reason. Right. Maybe it's because I wanted one. Um, let's see. Or with a Chris says GWR Hall with a BRB1 tender. Is that what that is? Because I actually don't know what it is. I just picked it up because it was £2, so I picked it up. If anybody does know what that is, please tell me. Still trying to catch up with the chat. Probably wouldn't have time or the money to go. It's why I go to something models. I can't pronounce that, Dan. I'm sorry. Um, or Tootley Thomas, as I can afford new N scale Thomas items. Okay. You've got lots of stuff. Wow. Would be nice to meet you, Dan. Yes, Dan, it would have been absolutely great to meet you, but I'm sure we will all get the chance one day. Good hunting, Brian. Brian robbed the place. Oh dear. If someone's going to turn around and say to you, just make me an offer, I'm just going to put in the lowest offer I think is reasonable for a load of stuff. And if they turn around and say no, then they say no. If they turn around and say yes, then I've got a bargain. Jackson saying real bargain. I think a Hall ran with the 180. I think the Hall ran with the 180 wheel 4,000-gallon collet tender for a while. Is that what that is it, Chris? Okay. But I got to get there early. Brian and Timber will buy it all. Well, Peter, I'll tell you for sure now. I turned up at the Trafford Model Railway show this morning, and the doors were open, so I just cheekily just walked in, and I says, "Are you allowing everybody in early?" And this is not today. We're not. We did last year, but not today. Some people are still setting up. So we bought our ticket ready and we hovered around for a bit, and then they turned around and says, if you like, you can go next door and have a look at the club stand if you wish. Oh hell yeah, because that is exactly where I was going to go straight away anyway. So yeah, so me and Mr. X were the first people to walk into the club stand and get first pickings. Oh dear. I like it when I turn up to places like that with not a lot of money, because you just end up being extremely frugal with what you're buying. And I think I did quite well today, to be fair. I bought a load of stuff which I plan to use. Um, and yeah, and I bought a couple of locomotives for £5. I still can't believe I've done that. This one isn't in the greatest of condition, to be kind of fair, but it's a challenge, isn't it? It'll give me something to do. Right, how are we all getting on? I bought 7 pots of paint from that stand. Yeah, they had a big, massive bucket. It was massive, and it was just full of paint. I didn't look at that one, to be honest, because I don't really need that much paint right now. But yeah, Tim, I think it's awesome. How much did the pots of paint cost, by the way? Um, wasn't Locos, but a mega bargain at Telford and Trump's Brian's. Oh, for the love of God, did the box come free? Setting up. Oh dear. Come on in, Tim. Timber, sorry. He doesn't like being called Tim. Timber, what did you buy today that trumps my bargain? Please, I want to know. Uh, the motor is under a fiver. Yeah. I just got 4 pin, 6 pin, two 8 pin, and a 4F sound chip and speakers for £25 and a sort of a DCC mystery bag. All I need is a 4F to run it. Oh, funny. I accidentally burnt out an XO4 motor. Great smoke effect from the loco, but was my first Ginty. Oops. Melted the tank sides. Ginty. That's one of these, isn't it? Do you need another one then? Got one here if you want it. Have you fitted drivers to a Class 67 before, Brian? No, I haven't, Tim, but I will give it a go. How's you, matey? People still saying hello. Amazing. Great to finally meet the legend that is Timber Surf. Legend. Oh dear. People are all telling everyone now about all their special bargains. It's great. I want to hear you know, yeah, come on, tell me. What is the best bargains that you've bought? Come on, tell me. Peter, looking for a special edition A4 for £30. If you can buy an A4 for £30, you're doing extremely well there, Peter. Um, we'll check models for you. I, Dan, I can't even say the word. I'm not even going to try either. I can't. But in layman's terms, for us English people, can you please tell us how it is you pronounce the name of the model shop that you go to? Clear, clear, Clewid, Clewidin, Clewid, I don't know. I don't speak Welsh. Sorry. Um, right. I like eBay. Loads of watches on an item that says make an offer, jumped in, offered half the asking price and got it for a clean. Got it for a clean. I got about £60 worth of an item. Good. Our Triang Loco is very basic. Yeah, they are, Peter. They're more of a toy than anything else for people. Um, just as a side note, does anybody keep getting there is a problem with the server 503 on their coming up on their chat because I keep getting it and I have to keep stabbing at it to get the chat back. Um, uh, won't get a good one for that money, Dan. Going over £125 plus. No, if you look hard enough, you can buy an A4, a reasonably good one for about £40. You can pick up a Mallard for about 35, £40. The Garter Blue version goes for a considerable amount more, simply because of its colour. and it's the more popular one. But the BR green version you can pick up reasonably cheap. But occasionally, if you look really hard, you can find a bargain, or even better still, find something like a mallard that's for sale on a stall that's a non-runner. You can pick it up, take it home, and you can probably repair it. Sometimes it can bite you in the backside if you buy something really cheap and hope to take it home and fix it. But on the bright side, what you can look at, excuse me, on the bright side, what you can do is you can look at it in the point of, I've just bought a locomotive that's really cheap. Excuse me, I've got a bit of gas. Keep belching. You could buy a locomotive really, really cheap, i.e., that for £2. Yeah, it's really cheap. It's been repainted. It's got a little bit of damage to it, but nothing that can't be fixed. Now, depending on your skill set will greatly depend as to whether you're going to fix it or not. I mean, at the end of the day, I do fix and repair locomotives. Some are easy, some are bloody difficult. I've got a few more to repair here now that Mr. X has given to me to have a go at. I won't be filming those ones, but I will get to them and get them fixed very soon. Just as a side note, actually, Mr. X, while you're here, very carefully, that runs, that works. So I just need to fix all the body issues on it. So well done there, mate. You got a good bargain there. Right. 7 pots cost me £3. That's not bad. That's not bad. What were they? They were all Humbrol, maybe. Were they Humbrol ones? Oh, Vallejo paints. Oh yeah, they're good. They are good. Good one, that is, mate. Well, good. Well done. Good find, that is. Mr. Surf is okay though. Mr. Surf is okay. Why was he done, fellow? Um, uh, Upwell and onwards. Good morning from New Zealand. Hello, Justin. How are you? You've been here a couple of times, haven't you? Right, Justin, you're getting spannered. There you go. But yeah, welcome from all the way from New Zealand. It's great to see you. I'm very interested in the collaboration videos that you're doing at the moment. I'm watching those quite quite a lot. So yeah, 7 items from the bits box and 11 humble paints, tins, a spanking new locomotive body, including 10 sets of wheels and a set of spanners. Right, go on then, Timber. How much did that cost? I did see the wheels, to be kind of honest with you, and I very nearly bought them, but I didn't. He did, and he didn't. I got a loco from an American manufacturer for free. Should have cost £200 plus, so you can see what magic I can work. Got a double tender low Scotsman for £45. What? Dan, you bought a double tender Flying Scotsman for £45. What was wrong with it? Uh, Fluid. Ah, right. Thanks, Rob or Grace. Fluid. Thank you. Right. Okay. Fluid models. Right. Okay. Dan, why didn't you just say that? Oh dear. Um, that's what you call a bargain, Dan. I agree. That is a fantastic. I know there is a double tender Flying Scotsman in its box being sold right now for £150, and that's cheap. So to get that for £45, you've done extremely well there, mate. You can give yourself a pat on the back there. I think Dan's got the best bargain so far. Um, Best deals I've got A3 and A4 for £30 each. A Pannier 57 double X for £7.50. I bought one of those for a fiver. He told me it didn't work and he got a DCC chip in it. Took that out, reconnected all the wires, and it worked again. I was well shocked. Right. Andy, number 503. Yeah, that is. That's the one that keeps popping up. Are you having the same? No hunky dory here. Okay. To pronounce fluid, try it like this. Clue-id. Yeah, you could. Right. Alan, hello, Buckland Junction. How are you? Best thing about my bargains. Oh, hang on, I didn't finish reading what Alan said. Sorry, Alan. Good evening, Brian, and to our fellow modelers in the chat. Hello, Alan. Right, Dan. Best thing about my bargains: fully working, no parts missing, and Mallard was in garter blue. Hmm. How much did you pay for your Mallard, Rob? Rob's currently probably sat on the floor at the moment crying. Oh dear. Oh, Grace, give him a cup of tea. I think he might need one. Um, let's have a look. Ivo. It's not Ivo, is it? But hello. Sorry if I've pronounced your name wrong. Um, but starting prices for locomotives of decent size is around 100 to €150 here. Okay. Clive saying hello to Alan. So is Chris. That's me. That gets the gas, Brilo. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. But at least I know it's Grace that's talking now, anyway. Squirrel. Um, but right, let's have a look. Harder to find bargains for DCC because you don't know the condition of the chip. No, you don't know the condition of the chip. Mr. X bought a locomotive. What was it? Oh, it was the Class 56. And that had got a chip in it. Look, we don't even know whether that works or not. So, yeah, remind me, Mr. Vex, I need to give that back to you. What you're going to do with it, I have no idea. um, right. I hate this. No, whatever it is. Don't know. 7 items, bits in the bag. Oh, right, yeah, okay. He told me £4.50, just too cheap, so I donated £5.50. Well done to you, Mr. Surf. I would have given you the £4.50. But yeah, it's for a cause. So Grace is fighting autocorrect. I believe she could be because I couldn't pronounce off what she just said. People saying hello. Oh, Fighting iPad lol. Hey, by the way, I like. Ah, right, okay. Yeah, Timber Surf, well done. I got a non-running mallard for £10. Was 15 from Morley. Got home and it ran fine. Yeah, yeah. Mr. X picked up a locomotive. It was a mallard, but it was the green BR blue version. No, the green BR. Start again. Words. It was the green BR version. Anyway, he picks this thing up and he has a look at it, and I'm there and I'm looking at it, and he says, "How much do you want for this, mate?" And he looks at it. He could see the £15 tag on it, and he went, "Here's tenner." And he's there. He's looking at it. And I just nudged him, mate. Give the man the tenner. I had to force the money out of his pocket. Just take the bloody thing quick before the guy changes his mind. I said, if it doesn't run, I will make it run. Uh, uh, enjoying the chat and waiting I was just called. I was enjoying the chat, just waiting. I was called Justin. Well, if that's not your name, I'm sorry. Anyway, we need to catch up with this chat because I'm greatly getting behind here. We also have 3 cars for £10, sorry, €10 standing. But you need a little bit of luck to get the good ones, or search for specific spare parts to break even. Okay. I got a cheap Mallard, removed the 0-1 chip, and it ran fine. Julian, right, okay. Ah, Julian Station Road. Oh, right, okay. Up, right, I've got confused then because he seems from New Zealand. Sorry, I do apologise. Yeah, Upwell and onwards. Sorry, I got your name wrong. But please tell me what your name is so I can remember it. Um, I bought a perfectly good Audi 80 for £80 and a lager back in 1995. Try doing that now, Chris. I bet you wish you still got it. Right, I need to skip a little bit here. DCC. Right, got a Lima Deltic for £30, runs beautifully. He may be on the floor, but have told him fluid models had A3s and A4s. um, best deal I got was a double tender bitten in Garter Blue, 150 New Zealand dollars, so about 75 quid. Runs silky smooth, or smooth and silky. Awesome, brilliant. I bought some Deltic nameplates, then bought a loco for them to go on. Okay, Kyle Sarah left, getting the trains running and cleaning track. Lost a buffer from my brand new Bachmann Class 90, gutted. Yeah, so would I be. Have the chip with the fish. Ha ha ha. But yeah, Mr. X. Um, yeah. You can't eat this, but yeah, you can try. Uh, wonder is I should tell. Wonder, wonder is I should tell you my next bargain. Well, Dan, tell us, what is your next bargain? Uh, Maybe this is it. I bought a Mark 1 BR Mark 1 coach for £1. The railway I bought it from forgot they sold it to me and went and gave it away to another railway. Yes, real full size coach. Oh, right, okay. You need an assistant, uh, like I have, Brian. On that note, life may not happen if Rob hears this. Oh dear, I haven't found a bargain on eBay for ages. Everything is priced over the moon, but I am not giving in yet. Yeah, to be kind of honest with you, Alan, I don't touch eBay anymore. I haven't done for a while. I still look occasionally, but as you say, people are asking way too much money for stuff. Um, Name's Aaron, and you're okay, mate. I've been called worse. Well, I hate getting people's names wrong. And Aaron, I will do my absolute best to remember your name. In fact, I'm going to write it down. Write it down. Up, well, and onwards, Aaron. Right, up, well, on. Right, okay, there we go. We're done now. Okay, well, Aaron, thank you very much for joining in, my friend. I do appreciate it. And it's also nice to hear that people are tuning in from all over the globe. Um, for train shows, the best bargains are often hiding below the stand. Yes, absolutely. One of my biggest tips is when you go to model railway show, always look underneath because there is always something there. But yeah, Mr. X is doing it all the time ever since I've told him. It's like I'm looking around for him, like, where's he gone? Where's he gone? Like, oh, there you are. um, I certainly have, Aaron. Right, okay. Um, oh my word, I've actually caught up with the chat. Amazing. Um, Although I keep getting this blooming error message popping up. Yes, Peter, I searched late around 1 to 2 a.m. Yeah, that's a good tip. Yeah, having a look early in the morning on eBay to see if you can try and pick something up. Um, yes, earlier that I don't like being called Tim. Yes. Uh, then call me Tim Gruber. Tim Grub has the same problem. Oh, right, okay. Um, another good I another good deal I got my hands on is a trio of HO login locos for less than a quarter of their retail price. That's very good. I bid on an item on eBay at 3 a.m., but think they scammers half the time because my bid is winning. Then literally 2 minutes later, I'm outbid by a seller in the UK. Okay. Tends to be a bit greedy on eBay now. Yeah, I agree, Peter. Ivo, uh, letter is a letter in the Welsh alphabet. Right, okay. Don't mind. Uh, do it and wind up timber. Do it and wind up timber. No. Well, I'm certainly not going to do it anyway. Uh, use a snipping above says a set of bid the last 10 seconds. I should have bought the track under the table at Telford, about 20 pieces of code 75 for £30. But a lot of my stock would not run on it. Uh, but could have made a fortune with it on eBay. Yeah, this is very true. Um, you still going live in 15 or waiting for Brian to finish? Yeah, Jake, to be kind of honest with you, I think they're going to start at about 8 o'clock tonight, I think. So don't panic. They're not going to start but when I before I'm finished. Brian, do you know if Dave Angel went to a small train show at Ashton on Mersey recently? I did take some video of the layouts. Threatened there was something very rare there. In all honesty, I don't know. If you have a look at his website, click on his events page, where he's going to, and the list is on there. So if he did go, it'll be in there. So take a look at that. Well, I've got to go and get ready later, Bright. Sorry, plus food's on the table. Have a great rest of the show, and I'll catch up with you later. You take it easy, Mr. X, and yeah, I'll catch up with you soon, buddy. Right, people are saying goodbye to Burton Central. Well, that time zone for you. I'm just back from a great meal. Okay, thanks, Brian. Okie dokie, just wondering as people are in waiting and thinking about going over saying that they are starting a bit later. Yeah, I believe they are. Robert, Grace, what time are you starting? Let us know what time you're starting. Right, okay. People are all still saying goodbye to Mr. X. Right, okay. I know a few things about Mr. X now, but my lips are sealed. Excellent. Yes, well, it was kind of weird today, to be honest with you, because I was stood with two Stigs, namely Timbersurf and Mr. X, and then Tim comes over to talk to me, and he says, I wonder if Timbersurf's coming anytime soon." And I said, "I don't know. So he should be around soon." And the man stood right next to me. He did eventually spot him. Eventually, he spotted his tag because he's got his tag on his top with Doomsdonia written on it. But yeah, have you fitted? Yeah, yeah, Tim, you've already asked that question once. Yeah, Tim, I've never had a go, but if you like, I will give it a whirl. Um, I only had a big name badge on. Yeah, yeah, it was about that big. It was massive. You couldn't miss it. Smallwood Junction. Hello, welcome to you. Smallwood Junction. Paul. I remembered. Hello, Paul. Welcome to the chat, my friend. I know what he looks like without meeting him. I feel special. Oh, bless. Hi, Paul. Shush, Grace. Brian, have replied regarding live above. Have you? Oh, where? Where? Oh, Grace, you're gonna have to tell me again because I can't find it. They have the annoying thing where the driver's cab area is part of the case, not the chassis. So I am not sure how to get the thing out. Well, I'll tell you what, Tim, what I'll do is I will have a look for you and I'll see if I can try and work it out. Class 67 Hornby, I'd imagine, yeah? Tin, plastic, or metal? I believe it's a mixture of both. I think. Brian, challenge for you. Like most modelers, I have a million brake vans. Sorry. Challenge is to see if you have a Thomas one, lol, or the white cattle van. Return to Lewis. Quite simply, Dan, the answer to that one is no. The only things I've got here that are Thomas related is Annie and Clarabelle and Thomas itself. In fact, where is Thomas? I think it's down here. There's Annie and Clarabelle. I know I had Thomas in somewhere. Ah, Thomas is up on the shelf. 8 p.m. Thank you, Andy. You Brits have an obsession with brake vans. Do I have an obsession with brake vans? I think I might have two. There's always room for another one. I have no Thomas. Sorry, Dan. Hi, Marv. Mav. Hi, Mav. Who's Mav? Oh, Mav. Oh, yeah. Hello. Welcome to the chat, my friend. Is this the first time you've come on this chat? Please tell me. Good evening, Mr. Jackson. Let me check my database. Oh, dear. What's Timber checking database for? I missed something. Oh, database. I know he's checking now. He's checking to see how many breakdowns he's got. Oh, brilliant. Right, okay. So these are going to get fitted at the station at some point very, very soon. And I have just checked and they are just perfectly the right size. So I'm well happy with that. My £5 bargain locos. Don't know whether to do a video or not on that. I will see. I'll see, because I don't really quite know what to do with them just yet. They're being hand painted, so there's a good possibility I might end up having to just strip the paint off them and repaint them, but I don't know yet. We'll have to see. Okay, Aaron. In New Zealand, we put coaches on the end of goods trains in steam days because a lot of kids used to catch the train for school. Okay. I counted how many brake vans once had 24, 6 of which then checked were the Thomas release from Hornby, which many modelers end up with not knowing. The Thomas one as well. So how do you know if you've got a Thomas one then, Dan? So I need to put the chat there somewhere so I can look at the picture, look at you and talk at the same time instead of doing this. I'll bring it over. Right. So what else we got? Our kids couldn't afford to catch the train, so we tied them to the back of the cans of the wedding car. Bloody hell, man. It's probably got a face on it. I don't know. Did the brake vans have the face on them? Only have 55 brake vans. Only. Only 55. Usually running numbers, but they were normally just a standard Hornby brake van. That's a good one. That's what you call a Deltic for brake cars, Tim. Right, okay. Um, oh, oh, right, okay. It's Tim, but not Tim. He doesn't like being called Tim. Uh, white. I don't think I've got any white brake vans. But it means I'm going to have to go and stand up over here on my stall and have a look. Got me intrigued now. Oh, so have we got a random brake van here that is supposed to be a Thomas one? Coaches. Right, okay. Oh, I have found a brake van. Now, when I said I had two, I think I may only have one. They're all tankers. Oh, no, hang on. No, I do have two. I've got that one there that needs wheels on it. Oh, I should have bought some wheels. I've got that one, Dan, and I've got that one. Are they Thomas ones? Not a white brake van, a cattle wagon. Oh, good blimey. Right, cattle wagons. What the bloody hell does a cattle wagon look like? I've got a McVitie's biscuit one. I've got a bird's eye fish one. I don't think I have a cattle van. Oh, enthusiast trains are often made up of brake van rides. Lol. Okay. For the colour one, red one, brown Saxon one, and a Saxon white one. No, not them. No, not Thomas brake vans. Was a Thomas brake a six-wheel one? Really? You can get a six-wheel brake van. This just goes to show how I know what I know about trains. I really do not know an awful lot about trains at all. What I do know, I've either self-taught or I've Googled it. But no, to be kind of honest with you, sometimes it would be nice for me to buy something and then somebody would turn around and say, do you realize what you've bought there? And I've probably bought something that's probably worth gold and not realize it. I only have 33 Pullmans. Oh my God, Tim, how many have I got? You won't believe how many I've got. Well, blimey, I got more than I thought. I've got 7. No, Peter, not a six-wheeler. Dan, how is it that you know so much about Tom's tank engine? I'm intrigued. I have 8 Pullmans. Oh, Trevor's beat me to it. He's got one more than me. Facebook request sent. Brian will send pictures of the Thomas cattle van. Okie dokie. Yeah. Okie dokie, Dan. I will go and sort that out after the stream, my friend. Learned it all bouncing on his granddad's knee, the great granddad's knee. Yeah, Dan, Frank Hornby, is he your great great granddad? Jaws time, Brian. Catch up with you on Grace and Rob. Catch up with you on Grace and Rob. Hopefully see you all later. Yeah, I'll jump over there later myself as well. So we're all being educated on Thomas the Tank Engineer at the minute. I've been into Thomas all my life and have rare books and collectibles. Awesome. Yeah, we'll catch you in a bit, Pete. I do have about 350 beer wagons in my collection. Gordon Bennett. Great, 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 great uncle. Oh, I thought he was your granddad. Oh, he's your great, great, great uncle. I see. And Mav has a single Hornby Triangle Pullman. I know the ones. People are now saying bye to Pete. Chris, I met the Reverend W. Audrey in a model show in London around 1970-71. He actually came here to Telford back in the 90s, I think it was. Was it the 90s? No, 80s. 80s. It was back in the 80s. And the Telford New Town, as that was being developed, it had a tram that used to run around the town park. Now, the tram was on a track, and it was named Thomas. But the tram was in, I believe, like a yellow and red color. I think it was. I can't remember what color it was now, but it certainly was not blue. And the day when they launched it and were able to uh, the day they launched it to the public, the Reverend Audrey actually drove it around the track at the town centre. Sadly, I wasn't there. It was I didn't move to Telford until 1986. So I think it was about that time. I think it was. But back in 1986, I didn't really understand who the Reverend Audrey was. Really, I was only 10 years old. But I'm just going to take this apart a moment because Andy Hot Dog Pilot asked if it was a steamer or smoker rather. So I'm going to have a look. Andy? Yes, it is. Oh, now this is a game changer because what I was going to do was take the motor and everything out of this and put it in the other locomotive. I don't think I'm going to be doing that now, am I, Andy? So yeah, I've got a steamer for £3. Wow. Oh, wow. Right. Okay. That is a game changer. Oh, I tell you what, I don't know whether you can see this or not, but this has an almighty amount of swarf on it. Also, one of the pickups is completely worn out on it. Just going to bring up to the camera so you can see it a little bit better. Alan Butland Junction actually sent me some parts for a smoker, and I haven't actually got round to using them yet. But there, look, there's the smoke box there. But if you, I don't know whether you can see it or not, but if you look around the magnet here of the motor, there is so many metal filings all over it. Hang on, camera's trying to focus on me. So can you see it? Like all the metal filings, look. Oh, there, you can see it there, look. It is all over the motor. And then that pickup there is completely worn out. It's not even touching the wheel. You know, it's completely worn out. So the wheels are rusting. So I think this is going to get a bit of a restoration, I think. What do you reckon? Should we get both of these engines working one of the days? But wow, what a surprise that is. I've never had one that does that. That is absolutely amazing. I've actually got some oil here somewhere. I'm sure I have. I got, hang on, is it in here? So I've got loads of bits in it. I had oil in a pouch somewhere once. And I do remember saying I was going to give it to Dave Angel. I think I might have actually done it. Or did I? Oh, hang on, what's this here? Oh, I haven't. Here, look. Oh, smoke oil. And it's still in its packaging. I'm very loath to open this because it's still in its packaging. Look. So come on, in the chat, what do you reckon? Do you reckon I should try and get this working for the next stream and then use this oil so that we can get it smoking? What do you reckon? Check if there is an element in there. If the wiper is sprung too hard against the wheel, it will completely wear away. Yeah. Timber, I think that's what's happened. I had a smoker once. She left me for a married bus driver. Could you fit the smoke unit on the other chassis if this one is not recoverable? Well, I could, but I don't think the other one has provision for it. Some locomotives didn't. Dan's telling me now, don't open the oil. Dave will give you a fortune for that, mint in the bag. Actually, I did ask Dave, and he said to me, he says they're not really worth an awful lot. So I don't know. Dino says yes. Paul says yes. Yes, Rob needs to get some for his show he wants to see as well. Yo, Brian, how do, fella? Ah, John Mystic. Hello, how are you? Um, oh, by the way, Mystic, your parcel still hasn't arrived yet. I'm still waiting. But I know it's got to come a long way, so um, let's have a look. Uh, Who's Steve? I think the smoke units were bigger on the 460s. Yeah, Andy, I think they were. Uh, in that case, open it and use it. If not, use baby oil for smoke gen. I mistake. What irks me about model clubs and Thomas is that local clubs want me to sell my Thomas collection so they can have a modern image layout. They assumed I'm a modern image. Steam all the way for me. People saying hi to Mystic. That's mechanically synced. That's mechanically synced smoke, right? Um, yes, yes, it is. Um, uh, Fell off chair. I'm chilled. Fell off chair. I am chilled. Huh? I remember the smoke unit having a piston and getting a puff puff, which was nice. By half of my old age. Most people here assume you do 1950s to 2020s and not much else. Used to have two princesses sink smoke uh, when I was a kid. Bang your head, Timber. Yeah, Timber, what did you just do? Did you just fall off your chair or something? Um, it had a piston and ball inside and mass block. I know. Only one Era Loco I have technically is my double tender A4. Uh, Too chilled to notice, Dan. Right. Okay. Now then, I'm intrigued now. I was going to end the stream, but I'm intrigued. So I might end the stream in a little bit. Right. Now then, guys, what do we, to those of you who are more acquainted to these things, what do we do with this? Does that, is that a cap that's on the top there? Does that come off? Have I got to prise that up, have I? I had a Scotsman from the 70s with real chuffing sound. Well, sandpaper on your wheels, lol. I did have a chuffing sound to my flying Scotsman, and I took it off. Um, don't worry, bro. We go live when you are finished. Okay, no worries. It does. Right. Okay. Okay. Let's just pop the top. Oh yeah. Well, actually, that's looser than I thought it would be. Ah, see, I recognise this now because when Alan gave me some bits, I didn't really quite fully understand what they were, but there is what looks like an element in there and some wadding. Don't know if you can see that or not. Can you see that? Well, you can see the element and the wadding's just underneath it. Oh, I want to try and get this working now. I ain't got time tonight to do it, but oh, this is amazing. So I think the last time I bought something like this, I think Andy actually asked me if that was a smoker. It turned out it wasn't. Right, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get this running for the next stream. I'm going to get Yes, pickle. Yeah, yeah, I did that, Alan. Yeah, Ryan, the polite mad scientist. It's alive. Um, yeah, just call me Dr. Frankenstein. Uh, the wire needs soldering back on. Yeah, I noticed that, Alan. Uh, you have to give it full chat to get the smoke. Oh, do I really? Okay. Um, timber. Everyone slags Hornby off all the time, but historically they have done some amazing things, way ahead of others. You know what, Timber? I completely agree with you there because, I mean, okay, it says Trang on here, but we know it's sort of Trang Hornby. But um, this is quite revolutionary, to be honest with you. I don't know how old this is. I would like to guess it's probably early 1970s. Um, it's most certainly bashed around the tension lock. The D-shaped part, the tension locks here are bottled to hell. They most certainly need straightening out. Although, in saying that, I've got a bag of spare ones. So I could just pull them off and just put some new ones on, I would imagine. Oh yeah, I'm intrigued now. Should we see if this thing actually works? I got a PP3. Let's see if this works. Right now, if I just get that wire there, stick that in there. Right, real time testing. Oh, hang on, hang on. My fingers are in the way of the wheels. Hang on. Oh, look at that! That's awesome. It actually works. That actually bloody works. Now, does this need to have a wire connected to it? Is that where this wire that's broken off coming from? Does that go in that hole there? Is that where the coil gets its power supply from? Is within there? Am I right? It's alive. They did 0, 1 in the late 70s and early 80s, which, dare I say, they led to DCC. And no, I'm not paying. No, the swear jar is on Grace and Rob's chat, not on this one. I don't like DCC. I really don't. And yes, I can say it. I just play up to it. But hello, Flymo. Good evening, my friend. How are you? Um, yeah, we're on for about another 5 minutes or so, Flymo, and then we're going to be getting off. Um, Dave Swindon Junction, he's here. Hello, Dave. How are you? You've been here a couple of times. Sorry, Dave, you've been spannered. Um, hashtag Brian loves DCC. No, I don't. I don't. I've had a bad experience with DCC, and I will gladly say I actually tried it. I'm not one of these people saying, "Oh, I'm not doing that." I had to go. It's just too expensive. You know, when you're talking like 15 to 20 pounds for one of these, and then you make the smallest of mistakes, and these things go up in smoke, literally. Um, uh, West Hill Wagon Works did it once. It he did a live stream and he had an '08. and something went wrong with it somewhere or another. Anyway, the chip shorted out. Chris showed us all. He got this away, and the body was all melted. It actually went up in flames. It's like, what? um, Wardle Ollie loves N scale. Oh, right. Yeah, I've heard about that as well. Who's a traitor? People saying hi to Dave. I've been you've been sat in the background, have you, Flymo? Oh, cool, excellent, mate, awesome. Um, I believe Grace is calling me a traitor. Um, all of my runs, all of mine runs on DCC. I had a better experience with I think it was two with DCC. It was the 01, even in the 90s, the 01 chips were £30. Hey, Dan, do you want a 01 system? You can have one if you want one. Hello there, Peter, says Flymo, and a few others. People still saying hi to Dave. Read Alan's post about the connections. Oh, crumbs, did I miss that? Hang on, Alan. Hang on, I'm going to have a look. Hang on, hang on. No, on the very front of the smoke unit, Haxion Spacer. Oh, what's one of those, Alan? Haxion Spacer. Oh, so that hole in the side then, is that like a breather, is it? Oh, Alan, I think I found it. So that wire connects to there. Is that right? Oh, Alan, if that's right, all I've got to do is connect that to there then, and the whole thing should work. Tax iron equals circuit board material. Yes, 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 yes. I found it. Oh, thanks, Alan. Oh, I'm going to have to go. I honestly cannot wait to get this working. I really can't. This is like magic to me. This is. I've never had anything like this before. Honestly, I feel like I'm a kid in the candy shop right now. Oh no, I have found something that's wrong with this. The worm gear is completely worn out. Oh, no way. I've got a spare one somewhere. I know I have. But yeah, the brass worm gear here. Actually, I think you can see it. Can you see the middle section of it is completely worn out? Oh, have I got a spare one? Where's me spare bits? Are they all in here? Yeah, they are. They're all in here. Hang on. Let me have a look. What's that? Oh, oh yes, I have. I've got a spare one. Cool. Right. Okay. Well, I'm not going to cheat. I'm actually going to take the worm gear off this one. I'm going to put it on that one. Or should I? Yes, I am. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that. Oh, mint. Absolutely mint. That is, oh, honestly, I'm chuffed. Yeah, I've got one. I'm chuffed. Yes. All right. Um, Brian opens heart surgery on a Ginty. Honestly, I have all this Brian going on to 13. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Honestly, I can't believe this. I've got to get it working. I've got to get it working. Honestly, that's made my night. That has. There you go. That's just cost me £3. £3. It's got a smoke generator on it. Oh wow! Hello, Simon. You've missed all the waffles, mate. I'm nearly finished. Amazing what 9 volts across gonads can do. Well, I stick it on my tongue to test it. I'm not putting it down there. Never mind the smoke. Where is the waffles? I've been waffling all night, Timber. Best £3 you ever spent. Absolutely, Peter. Absolutely. Um, is that from before worm gear specific lubricants were a thing? To be honest with you, I don't know. This is it is saturated. This is um, it's saturated in metal filings and all sorts of other things. Um, I need to give this a good thorough strip down, a thorough clean. Um, you might need the full 12 volts, Brian. Yeah, Andy, quite possibly so, my mate. Well, excuse me. What I'm going to do is, oh, gas again. What I'm going to do is, I'm not going to do a video on this. I'm just going to take my time with it, take it all apart, give it a good clean, put it all back together again. Um, if the element inside there isn't working, that's no hardship to me because Alan's given me a spare one, which I do have here somewhere. Where did I put it? I haven't lost it, Alan. I've put it in a very, very safe place. So safe, I've forgotten where I put it. But it's here somewhere. It's definitely here somewhere, my friend. So I'm going to have a look, see if I can get this working. Right, Brian, do a live tomorrow fixing it. No, I'm not going to do a live tomorrow fixing it. No, there's too many people doing lives. Andy Hot Dog Pilot's doing his. Um, Dave at Swindon Junction's doing his. Lee will be doing his as well. Oh, hang on a minute. No, hang on. No, hang on. No, and Andy's having some time off. You're having this month off, aren't you, Andy? So there isn't a live stream with you tomorrow. Well, if Brian not in RGJ tonight, we know why. Oh dear. Right, okay, right. I'm going to call it a night now, everybody, because I want RGJ trains to have their chance of doing their thing now. Um, yeah, I thought so. I thought so. Yeah, we did say next live is on 22nd. Okay, I'll be there, Andy. Right, okay. I will be doing one tomorrow, and then having 2 weeks off my holiday. Dave, yours at 2 o'clock, isn't it? Am I right in saying that? Then Dave's is at 2 o'clock, and then Lee at Antfield Road, whatever it's called, is on at 5. Does anyone do a live stream on Wednesdays? Yes. Wednesday. Um, Simon is doing a live stream. SJ Train. Simon does a live stream on a Wednesday, and so does um, Richard Brown trains in the attic. He does one as well. He's had some time off recently, and I think he's starting another one again soon. But yeah, his is normally on a Wednesday. Goodbye to everyone. Not going to RG Trade. Don't know why, but you wouldn't thought. Well, to everyone else, see you over there. Yes, okay. Oh, January 12th, yeah. Then I do Wednesday workshop live. I do Wednesday workshop lives when I get back to doing them more. Okay. Bye, 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 all. Richard Brown started last Wednesday. I thought so, Peter. I thought so. I knew it was somewhere about this time. I would have missed last week's. It's been good, Brian. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. To be honest with you, I mean, tonight, as most nights, is all completely and totally unplanned. Um, as we know, because we've discovered we've got gold inside this ginty. Yeah, everybody, wow, 26 altogether, amazing. Uh, oh, uh, hang on, hold that thought, everybody. Let me tap on there. RGJ trains, click on that. Lives, click on that. Click on share. That one. Right, come on, you go away, go away, go away, go away. Right, okay, right. Here it comes. Paste, send. There we go. Right, that's linked to RGJ Trains Live that's going to be starting very soon. Um, yeah, I know. Don't worry about it. I understood. Click on the link if you've never been over there before. It's always a great vibe over there. Everyone has a bit of a laugh and a joke. Um, and it's not PC either. So everyone just has some really good fun and watch Grace building a Metcalf kit. So everybody go and jump over to RGJ Trains. Thank you so much for being here tonight. It's been awesome. Honestly, it really has. I love the fact that so many of you have all popped over to come and say hello and listen to me waffle on for 2 hours. So with that, I'm going to go and get a drink because I really need one. And I will see you all over there. Good night, everyone. Thank you very much. And I will see you all on the next one. Same time again next month. So take it easy. Goodbye for now. And happy modeling, everyone. Ta for now. Bye bye.